Hey everybody, this is Diego Plays Games. Happy to have you here. Let's get right into it. So, something that I wanted to talk about, that I don't think is talked about enough, is objectively why it's almost impossible to become a professional esports competitor, and objectively what are the steps to being one should you decide to make that your career. So, why is the esports scene so closed off and hard to get your foot in the door? Well, first, let's talk about mastery of the game. A solid number that is really used to signify a complete mastery over something is right around 10,000 hours. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, that's a long time to be dedicated to learning one thing. And you would be absolutely right. It is a crazy amount of time to be dedicated to learning. But once you reach that 10k hours mark, congratulations, you've acquired enough experience to be able to compete with the best. But then again, that immediately presents another problem. Everyone around you who has also mastered the game. Oftentimes, the most loved and impressive thing about esports often isn't the technical skill of individual players. Although there are players who can definitely outplay every other player in their field, the most impressive thing about esports transcends individuality. The compatibility of a team, their originality, as well as their ability to improv. This is a completely different skill set than the micro strategies that we have implemented to climbing the ranked ladder and mastering the game. Despite all that, let's just say that you have everything you need in order to be a successful esports competitor and win games for a pro team. Now there's only one issue. They have no idea who you are. Although pub stars getting picked up by a pro team and going on to win tournaments happen, don't get me wrong, the percent of players that it actually happens to is abysmally small. You're better off hitting the lottery. So that poses the question. How do I get noticed by an organization? This is one of the more open-ended and free trains of thought in order to answer this. Do I stream and hope that I get noticed as a top player and sought after? Do I focus on in-house leagues so people learn my name and I might get invited one day? What about joining amateur tournaments and if I stand out as the best player there and get noticed that way? I don't think there's a wrong answer to get noticed, but whatever you decide, there's going to be a lot of hard work ahead of you. Learning to market yourself should be first and foremost, however, as you can't be noticed by teams if you're not noticed by anyone at all. Now, I'm no expert in marketing, so I can't really say how it should be done. All I know is that between 10,000 hours of learning a game, being able to compete against other players who have also mastered the game, as well as working to get noticed and contracted by an organization that will take you to professional tournaments, it's really no surprise why the esports scene has the bar set insanely high. Now, if you've stuck around this long and you still want to pursue a career in esports, strap in, buddy. The road is unforgiving and not for the weak of heart or mind. First things first, you should never look at anyone playing on the main stage of a major tournament and think they're living the dream right now. They are full-time contracted employees who put in way more than 40 hours a week to stay on top, and the fact that they are on that stage is a tribute to every total success and complete failure and everything in between. Their love for the game and the competition is stronger than any doubts they've ever had about the path that they have chosen. That, in and of itself, is what makes all esports competitors superhuman. Now, as far as the path of becoming an esports competitor, I'm pretty sure this is the same for most games, FPS, MOBAs, or whatever you play. You will not be successful if you treat it like a hobby. Division 1 athletes and gamers alike spend every second of their waking hours perfecting their craft. So fair warning, you should not expect to do any less than that and get very far. Don't confuse a career in gaming with any other career. It needs to be treated like a career, sought after like a normal career, and worked for like a normal career. Playing all day, every day will likely mean nothing if you don't play with a realistic goal in mind. Every career has stepping stones. I literally can't stress this enough. An esports career is a career nonetheless. Alright, I'll lay off a little bit now. Another thing about esports is that anything can happen. The whole journey is getting to the right place at the right time so you can seize the opportunity to perform and make your mark. The journey isn't set in stone though, and there's a lot of what ifs that block your path. But if your vision is as strong or stronger than the professionals, you can make it happen. So, to wrap things up, first steps are to master the game and become whatever the highest rank for your tournament bracket is. Then, learn macro strategies that will help you play with a team. And then, market yourself and treat everything you do in the video game as a real job. If you guys believe in your passion strong enough, I believe that you can make it happen. Anyway, that's it for the video today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you do. If you don't, I'm sorry. Anyway, have a great day, guys.